Hello everyone, Allie here, and welcome to the Gold Mine. Thank you so much for joining me here on another episode of Allie's Treasure Trove. Happy New Year, everybody! I cannot believe that for you guys, it's already January 1st. Me, I am here on the 30th of December, so you guys are in the future. And yeah, wow, already 2023. I dug out my little headband that I should be wearing yesterday for New Year's Eve. I picked this up at Party City. Actually, when I got this little guy, I went specifically to find one of these, and I ended up finding more Squishmallows, so was a successful trip. But yeah, I have our yearly cringe headbands. It's very similar, I feel, to the one I wore last year, except it does actually have the numbers. Last year, I waited until last minute when I was like, oh, I should get one of those date headbands, and they were all sold out. So I went early, picked that one out. There are several others, but I actually like that one the best. But yeah, today we do have a new episode of ALLYCHAT. So, what do we talk about today? I don't know. I don't know what to talk about, but do want to, I don't know, just ramble as we go through here. Now, I am getting ready to open up Friday's opening, so I have a couple personal breaks, where they were up here. I moved them over here. Of Chronicles WWE, as well as that case of Chrome Galaxy. So Bossman's like, when are you going to record it? When are you going to record it? And I'm like, soon? So probably try and go a little bit more quickly through this. Get ready, get started. UPS, I was hoping would be earlier. I wanted to wait till everything was here so I can take the nicest thumbnails possible. So wanted to wait on the Chronicle boxes to arrive. Now that they're here, it's time to get started. So, already 2023, huh? Wow. It's a little hard to believe, to be honest. I feel like the older I get, the quicker years go by. I read a theory that the reason time seems to go by quicker as you get older and very slow as you're younger is because as you've experienced more years, each year is a smaller fraction of your life, the longer the longer you're alive. So it, you know, instead of like if you're a 6-year-old, instead of 1 year being a sixth of your life, it's a 25-year-old, it's 1/25th of your life. So I'm like, maybe that could be it. That could be it. I don't disagree with that theory, but I don't know if there is an actual scientific explanation for it. But I would imagine your brain compartmentalizes stuff. You know, right? The more information it comes across. So, anyways, yeah, already 2023. It feels like it was just like a month or two ago. I was having to dig out and find all the clips for the Titan Cards second year top 10 countdown. This year I had a living sticky note on the computer in which I would update. I didn't pull the clips ahead of time, which is something that I probably should have done as we went along. But I do have an approximate note of the top 10 polls. However, there could be something real stupid in here, so. Yeah. It's crazy how that list changed a lot at the beginning of the year, and then throughout, like, the middle points of the year, it's not so much. This, okay, what? I'm redoing this. I don't know why. That looks super crusty. Like, this side was okay, but this one, it's, like, all up in my eyelashes, and then it's all crusty, and I feel like I've been having particular difficulty with my eye makeup around, like, this point of my eye, like, eyelid not looking like it's good, so I'm just, I should have more. If I don't have more eye primer, I'll have to dig that out of the trash and, reuse it, but I don't like whatever crust was there. It was almost empty, so. Alright, we're restarting here. Restarting. Let me dig around in this thing. I do. I have this little one. Alright. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh! Yeah, already the channel, 3-year birthday of the channel's coming around soon. That's kind of crazy to think about. Time, I feel like, is moving quite quickly. I need to make the announcement, the official announcement on Patreon. Hopefully I got to that on Friday, but man, this week, there is so much stuff I want to do this week. Like, I wanted to pre-record. I have to still. I'm assuming I'm going to do it pre-stream Saturday. The channel member thank yous for the main channel and the New Year update videos. I wanted to record them earlier in the week, but as some of you may know, the air conditioner in my car broke. So that took up several hours of my time getting that all fixed this week, because it's already back into like the high 70s. It's already gross outside again. It was too cold last weekend, but I miss it. I miss it. I had like 3 days I was able to wear nice fancy jackets. That's it. That's it. Now it's back to just being all outside, so. Yay. Yay. Alright. You look clean. Yep. Alrighty. But yeah, 2023. Hopefully good things are to come in 2023. My magazine stuff should be published at some point, so that'll be cool. My, like, goal that's not really a goal, just something that I feel like would be really cool if it were to happen in 2023. Like, I personally, like, my not real goal, because I was thinking about it, and I haven't really been trying, you know, but I would like to be invited to, like, some sort of, like, convention. I'd like to be invited somewhere. That's what I would like in 2023 to happen. I feel like that would be really cool. Why did I open my eye? Oh, I just poked myself in the eye. That felt very uncomfortable. Yeah, I'd like to be invited. I feel like that'd be cool. Like, not really gonna happen, but, like, also maybe, like, could be plausible, kind of hope for 2023 is I'd like to be invited to some sort of show as a guest, you know, or as, like, you know, maybe I'm not, like, the featured guest, but, you know, like, I get tacked on as, like, the panel host or something, you know what I mean? Like, something like that'd be cool. I've just been randomly reaching out to, not, like, asking, hey, can you guys invite me? But, like, just different, like, shows I see popping up, just, like, asking about them. Just because, like, I'm genuinely curious, but also, like, maybe they'll see who I am and be like, oh, thanks for your interest. Would you like to just come? You know what I mean? Like, right now, what I just did when I was taking a short break and scrolling through my phone, I saw that, because I was like, you know, I saw an ad for Collecticon, that's what it is. There's so many of these conventions that sound, like, almost exactly the same, I swear. So Collecticon. And I was looking, and I was like, oh yeah, let's see, they have some info for the Orlando show next year. It's like the end of February. And, like, I was like, oh my goodness, that's awesome. Like, they always have, like, cons. I don't know, one day I feel like I am gonna crack. Is Eric Stewart, of course, the voice of Brock and the voice of Kaiba, which I love Kaiba, but Eric Stewart's kind of a jerk. By kind of a jerk, I mean, like, he's really a jerk, so I don't want. There's been multiple times where I've looked at his table at different shows and been like, no, I won't do it. But Dan Green is gonna be at the show, and I'm like, what if I had my Yugi and my Kaiba Pops line? But I did. I was like, oh my goodness, that's awesome. Dan Green's gonna be there, so I shared it to my story. And, like, part of me hopes that Collecticon will just look at it and be like, oh, we know who this is. Let's message her. You know what I mean? Like, something where it's like, that's not really gonna happen, but, like, if it did, it'd be like, yeah, I guess that could make sense. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but also, as the channel continues to grow, maybe. So, but yeah, I'd like to go to that. I didn't have the best experience. Like, it wasn't bad. It just, I felt like it was really overhyped when I went to the Collecticon last year, but I also went on Sunday, and I heard it was much better on Saturday. So I think I just ended up with how, you know, sometimes it happens. You go to a show on the last day, and all the cool stuff's gone. So I think I was just seeing all the leftovers, and I really wasn't that impressed. But I like doing stuff, so I was thinking it'd be fun to go again. And I was just looking, and I was like, oh my goodness. There's also, last year they had that live concert with Vanilla Ice. This year they have the Yin Yang Twins. And it says they're gonna do a live performance of Get Low, and I'm like, that's actually kind of cool, but why is this at, like, An anime and card convention. But yeah, sure. I'm down for that. That's kind of cool. I don't know why. It doesn't really make sense to me, but I guess that's the thing, is like, it doesn't really need to make sense. It just has to be fun. Like, that would be so cool. Like, what if, like, there's a... What if there's, like, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Panel, and they're like, yeah, we got this weird chick on YouTube that opens a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. They'd probably, like, get an actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Tuber, but, you know... I still get sad every time I see Konami post on Facebook sponsored, like, in advance openings. I'm like, I want Konami! Please! You know. I was like, I don't think so, but it's one of those things, like, you never know. I gotta, I'm working with somebody to get, schedule new pictures. I want to have new pictures for the magazine publishing, for Maxim. So I'm trying to get that all, like, ironed out. Oh, I didn't mention why I'm going for color. I went for this. I was thinking maybe I'll do purple, and then I decided I'm gonna go more pink, because I got this for Christmas. And at home it looked more purple, but I feel like here it looks more pink, so I figured if I go for a pink, if the lips are a little more purpley than pink, it's fine, but if I went for purple and they're more pink here, it'd look weird. So I'm hoping that this would be a good color. I will say, this looks a little lighter than I expected. I used this color here. This was my base. Why did I touch that? And then I went for this one here. I originally was going to do that one, but I feel like this color was closer over here than it was over here. Because at first, I thought it was going to be purple, but I looked at the name. It says Fuchsia Flex. So yeah, fuchsia is usually more of like a pink, a red pink, a reddish purple rather than a purplish red. Colors are not my forte. So anyways, my eyes look cute, just not necessarily what I was going for, but like, it's fine. It's fine. I wanted to wear, I have this, I've worn it a lot. I don't know what happened to it. It's somewhere in my pile of clothes at home. I wanted to wear, honestly, today, the black shirts with the Kylo Ren and Rey. That has, like, a purple background behind the two little chibis to match with that. But that... I couldn't find it, and now actually looking at that color a little bit more, I don't think the color would have matched very well. So I was initially going to be purpley today, but I decided we'll be a little more pinky. At least that's the hope. Yeah. So. I mean, yeah, my car, that was not fun earlier in the week. I was driving around, I'm like, it's kind of hot in here. I was wearing a nice jacket, and I was like, it's kind of hot. Let me turn the heat down. And I got a look, and I'm like, oh, the heat's not on. It's blowing hot air, but the heat's not on. And then I was like, let me turn the heat on. I'm like, all right, so it's not like, I was like, what if something happened and it, like, got switched? And, you know, like, maybe I had to turn it all the way on the heat for it to be cold. Like, yeah, I was hopeful. And no, it just, the heat still worked. So, like, interesting. So, I took it to the dealership. I don't know. And I had them look at it, and then they price matched a part to, like, their own website. But what it was the evap core, evaporation core. Unfortunately, it was not as expensive as it could have been, but it was also not as cheap. Like, it was not, like, the best scenario. It was not the worst scenario, but it's not the best. Because it took, like, a long time for them to fix it. They got it done within the day. It was, like, 5 hours. So, you know, it's about 1,000, like 1,060. So I'm like, yeah. So that was fun this week. Nice little unexpected, like, right before New Year's. So, yeah, it could have been worse though. But yeah, so I'm a little disgruntled about that. But life be like that sometimes. So yeah, that was my week this week. So that I was hoping to pre-record other content, whatnot, but no, I was just sitting around, like, you know, not like I was there the whole time. Like, actually, if you guys noticed, I was trying to zoom real quick through that Flesh and Blood opening on the channel, on the main channel on Wednesday, is because they closed at 6, and my ride to take me back to go pick up the car when it was ready, I needed to be... They were waiting for me, and they'd pick me up at 5:30, and I finished the video at, like, 5:25. So, like, I timed it fine, but I was like, alright, we gotta just, like, rip through these packs. Like, we're not gonna sit here and stare at every card, which is fine, because we're just clearing out a bunch of old set. Like, for the Galaxy, I'm gonna, like, go pretty slow through the first box, and then once we start seeing a lot of the same, then we'll pick up the pace, so... Plus, we're just ripping for the shop. I don't, you know, if I zoom through stuff, you know, I don't really feel bad. Like, I like taking our time with boxes when it's personal breaks especially, because, you know, that's the box for whoever's opening it on up. I don't know if they've seen it a bunch of times, so I'm going to take my time, take a look at everything, show off, so that way it's an enjoyable experience. But I also try not to go too slow. But I was zooming. I would say that's my normal off-camera opening pace if I'm not, like, just... lollygagging through Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh packs like myself. Like, I took probably like 20 minutes to open up. I got 2 boxes of Magnificent Mavens. So those have like, what, 5 packs in them? And there's like 4 or 5 cards per pack for Christmas. And I was just like, wow, these are so cute. And it took me like 20 minutes to open up each individual box. I was just having a good time, you know? But if I were to do that on camera, like, no one would want to watch that video. It's like, that's... Allie, we don't want to see you ogle anime girls for 20 minutes. Especially in that small of a quantity. So, it is a balance to be had. But yeah, I was actually really surprised with how much cool stuff we found. I expected all the boxes to be not completely dead. Like the Arcane Rising box that was opened off camera. That was a completely dead box. Which was kind of crazy. I also finally bit the bullet and I opened up my new concealer because I was tired of struggling to force stuff out of the bottle on my other one. And every time I use like a fresh product, I'm like, wow, I didn't realize that I was struggling so much with the other product before. Because it's a gradually gets more and more annoying. But you know, especially these where it's the frosted glass that's tinted. You know, it still looks like there's enough in there. It's hard to see. Like, is it actually out? Am I dumb? Is it actually out? Or can I just not get anything out of the bottle? And that one, it was like, no, this one's actually just empty. I'm like, all right, I'm pretty sure I've scraped the walls enough. And they're still colored, so I think it's just colored glass. It's not glass, but I don't know what else to call it. Frosted plastic doesn't sound as cool, but yeah, I'm like, you know, it's, you know, so that ate up a lot of my time, so I'm a little behind in terms of advanced planning I wanted to do. Because I will say it is a little odd. I mean, I enjoy doing the New Year's update videos, although I don't really know, especially for this channel, what is really going to change to update. I don't think anything will. So it's like, what do I even talk about in that video? But I want to do it. Because I don't like having stuff super old as the intro video for the channel. So I always have the hi everybody! You know, Happy New Year! Or whatever most recent like channel update video is as the channel intro. Because you can select a video for when people are not subscribed and they click on your channel page, and then that's what pops up as whatever your selected channel trailer video. So I like having it being a general welcome introduction to the channel, although I don't really know that it's what I would talk about. But I guess I could just be like, hello everyone, Happy New Year. Reiterate the changes to Patreon. I got to post it on Patreon as well. I meant to do that earlier in the week. I'll try and do it tonight, but might have my hands full with Galaxy Chrome, but I will try to get to that. And wow, my under eye area looks so much nicer when I actually have a good spread of product under my eyes. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? But yeah, I mean, it's not like our upload schedule is changing or anything. No. It's not like our upload schedule is changing or anything, so I don't have anything to announce. Regular channel, I can mention how Bossman is finalizing the procedure for how we're going to bring back Upper Deck stuff to the channel. Talk about how we hit 40,000 subscribers. And I'm excited to see what this year has to come. You know, just some, like, really, you know, I feel like I overthink it. Like, it doesn't have to be that long. It can just be kind of generic. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you for all your support. Camera, please focus on me again. There we go. You know, just something cute. My little headband. I think the other channel intro or channel update videos, whatever, are like 2 minutes, so. Yeah. I feel like I'm just overthinking it. It's stressing me out. It's really stressing me out. I literally think I'm just overthinking it. Did I do everything here? But that's really cool though. I wanna go see Dan Green. Hopefully right, that's one of the things too. It's like, being a Saturday, it's hard to skip Saturday nights. I always feel guilty when I do it. I do it occasionally, but I always feel really guilty. You know, if I'm doing it for like some sort of family event, it's like, oh, well, yeah, I gotta do that. But if it's just like, I wanna go to the card show, bye. It's like, I feel bad. Like, I feel like it's not good enough if it's something for me, but it's something for me to go support somebody else, you know, rather than I just wanna skip work. So, yeah, I wanna go see Dan Green. That's cool. Dan Green has had a tough time. So, it's nice that he's back on the con circuit. I think he was there was a show, I think in Jacksonville, that I was like, oh, that'd be cool, but everyone that I wanted to see was only there Saturday. Like, Matthew Wood was there. Yeah, it was last year, some sort of show in Jacksonville. But I was like, I don't want to drive 4 hours, and that's too far. Jacksonville, Miami, it's all the state of Florida, but it's not really feasible. I mean, it is, like, it's definitely doable for a day trip, but it's not fun. I would not enjoy that. Driving 4 hours there, and then driving 4 hours back, and being there, like, at the show for, like, 8 hours. It's like, yeah, that's doable, but... At that point, I'd rather not go. Because I'm not gonna... For something like that, I'm not gonna, like, stay the night. I'm not gonna book hotel and whatnot just to... It wasn't worth it. For me to miss work, plus spend extra money. Or... push the stream to the Sunday and drive 8 hours in one day, and then be exhausted, and then just complain the whole time. So... I will say this color, this is actually, I think, a good color for me. Even though it wasn't specifically the color I thought it would be, it ended up being a nice color for me. Now, I was going to use the purple highlight in here, but there is a pink opal highlight in here. I don't know if I should go pink highlighter or go with the gold. I think, we'll just go pink. We'll just go pink. Ooh, that is cute. That is real cute. Yeah, I'm gonna put a little touch of purple on top. Pink purple. I don't know why I'm doing this using the monitor because I can't see, but... I think that's cute. I think that little sprinkle of purple on top, like, brings it together a little bit. That doesn't really make sense because there's no purple to bring, but I think purple looks good on me. I am scheduling a meeting with the guy. Because I like Adrian was my photographer for the boudoir photos, and I really liked her. But, like, that's her thing, and I want to do something with, like, a different background, or, like, I have a few pictures with, like, different, because I need to submit 5 photos, and then they will pick whichever ones they want to publish, but they need 5 photos, and I relinquish my rights to those 5 photos. So I like the other photos. I like the photos we already have, so I want something specifically curated for this purpose, instead of signing away stuff I already like, because I want to contact Tom, who was the guy that did, like, my Liliana photos, did the Nell photos, because I know some of you guys have asked, like, Allie, are you going to bring back signed photos? And last year I said, yeah, I'll do it at some point, and I never figured it out. But I want to contact him, because we never had, like, he just does it on, like, a side. I actually ran into him. I went to go take pictures by myself, and I was struggling, and he was there taking pictures for somebody else. And he's like, hey, you need help? I'm like, yeah. And we did the impromptu there at the pier where I was in my Naboo skirt. And then we organized from there. But I just want to talk over with him, being like, hey, could I use this for this purpose? I don't feel right, just like I'm sure I could. I don't really feel right just being like, guys, look, we have these Nell photos, buy them, you know, with my signature, you know, and like, there is no agreement. Like, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where, like, I could. There's nothing saying I can't. Nothing. Nothing at all. I don't feel right about doing that, so I want to just try and discuss with that. So I don't want to just I don't want to get... I like those, you know? I want to do things... Have the opportunity, even if I don't, I want to have the potential to be able to do things with them in the future. So I don't want to just sign those away. You know, I would rather create something and then try out, because I will say the prices are better. At this other, and it's like a studio that has like different backdrops and whatnot, so I want to see how that goes. But I don't know what to do. Like, part of me is like, I want to do something like, and part of me is like, I just want to show up in like my power suit. I have this red suit that looks like, I never found a vest, but back in the day I wanted to find a vest so that I could cosplay Apollo Justice from Ace Attorney. But that's my power suit. Part of me just wants to, like, do it in a suit, but the problem is it's, like, a spring issue, so I feel like, you know what I mean, with, like, my fancy jacket, something nice, but that wouldn't fit. Like, I can't wear a winter outfit to a spring magazine publication, because it doesn't really make sense. I don't feel like it's on theme, so I just... So if you guys have ideas... But yeah, so much stuff. That's all due on February 1st. I've had a lot of time to work on it. I just haven't. So, yeah. Yeah. Because I've been trying to think about it, and then I, you know, like, oh, let me think about it, and then it just, like, slips away. And I forget, and I'm like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, oh, well, you know, it's still far away. You know, as every month goes by, it's like, it's still a few months away. And then it's like, oh, that's next month. So, yeah, trying to get that all organized. So thankfully, I'm a little less busy. You know, just like I thought, well, that's the thing. I thought I was gonna be a little less busy this week, and then, you know, unexpected stuff pops up and whatnot, so. Alright. But yeah, here's to making this new year a good one, right? You get out of life what you put into it. So, I'm still trying to work on getting to a weight that I'm happy with, just making content that I enjoy, you know, continuously improving and learning new things, and like I said, maybe I can scam my way into getting invited to a convention. One thing I do like, one thing that I'm really happy with, and I was happy with this, and I always liked this aesthetic before people started doing it. There's this, like, cosmetic procedure so many people have been getting it, but it doesn't look good. Most of the time people get it done because they do way too much. But what I've liked, and I guess my natural just shape, is I have my cheekbones are pretty big, but the rest of me is not as much. My face has been slimming. And there's this, like you can see there, it has like chiseled. Like I like the anxious, very tired but like also strikingly handsome Kaiba fan art that where, you know, he's got more of the hollowed out cheeks. You know, so I've always liked that, but it's called thing called like buccal fat, like Sophie Turner had it done. But it's just been all the rage in Hollywood, and I'm like, I'm not copying that. I'm just trying to have it naturally a little more of that chiseled look, because I feel like when it looks good, but there's a lot of people getting it done. We're like, this is the new hot thing, according to the internet, new hot procedure people are getting done. And it just, I feel most of it isn't coming out looking well. So... But people are having, like, I've seen people where, like, you see me there drinking the water, where it actually just looks like that now. I mean, yeah, it's, yeah, one of those, oh, man. Like, it's not like I ever was like, oh, but I just like the way this looks a little better, but I didn't realize that, like, now the new thing is to, like, play up insecurity on, like, your cheeks being too round. I just feel like this is for my facial structure, I don't think round is necessarily the best fit. I feel like the path I'm on looks good. And, of course, if I feel like I'm losing too much, I want to lose more here, which you guys can't see. That's the good thing about the table height, which I did order a new chair, Acorn. I did order it. It'll be here towards the end of January, so I don't want to hear about the chair anymore. I got a steel case. Anyways, but... So I don't know, like, how I'll be sitting if I have to adjust anything whenever the new chair comes in. But as of this height right here, it's like you guys can't see, but some of this needs to go. This is just like a happy, like, you know, as you lose weight everywhere. This is a little happy. But if I ever start feeling like it doesn't look, if I look too skeleton-y, I'll just, I don't know. Because I always be like, oh, maybe what if I got to like 120 or something? And it's like, well, I'll just do until I'm like, you know what? This is what I want. I don't want to stress about, like, particular... I like setting goals, but I feel like with that, you know, it's not necessarily about the number, it's about how you feel. So, if I feel better, more energized, even if perhaps, like, the number doesn't change, but, like, I tone up and I'm just a little more muscular. Like, I can flex on you guys with more than just cards. I can, like, actually legit flex on y'all. You know, it'll be fine. But we'll see. We'll see. So here's the 2023. Let's see what color this actually is. Yo, this is such a beautiful color though. Whatever this ends up being, pink or purple, this is gonna look good. No spoilers for y'all, haha. I think this looks cute, so I feel like my look was a success. So hopefully this case of Chrome Galaxy is a success. I can't believe this stuff. I can't believe you know what I mean? Cards are nuts. Cards are nuts. I was very disappointed also earlier this week, you know, car stuff pops up, holidays just came around. You know, I'm always like, man, I wish I could figure out how to make more money just in general. Like I just, you know, all these other card YouTubers like Leonhardt and Logan Paul and whatnot, and I'm like, I wish I could buy stuff. That Cardcaptor Soccer Worlds promo I still need for my collection went up for sale, and I, being stupid, I was like, hey, do you take payment plans? I messaged the guy, because he had it up at 15,000 or best offer, and I was like, hey, do you take payment plans? Yeah, just to, like, see, and then see if I could, like, make up some number that, like, would be doable, even though it would be dumb. So I'm happy that he said he had two $15,000 plus offers pending more pictures, because I'm assuming whoever those people were want to get it graded. And I'm like, yeah, I can't compete. If you could let me know what it ends up selling for so I can, like, have an idea if I ever see one again, that would be great. And he's like, yeah, I'll let you know. And I'm just like, sometimes I don't understand how these cards can be that expensive, because World's problem is, like, usually there's like 15, Not 15, 16, like 32 of them. And I was talking with Alex Hodge, the biggest Weiss guy, but another content creator that I'm friendly with. And he's like, yeah, I saw there is a BGS Black Label Amelia Worlds promo he saw sell for $100,000. And I'm like... I'm sitting here, I'm like, is Star Wars cheap? Because that sounds like some sports card stuff. I would expect Star Wars to be more expensive than Weiss. I feel like Weiss is much more of a smaller community than Star Wars cards, and I'm just my whole world is confused. So, you know, maybe I can just pull like I could pull like a $10,000 super fractor. So, let me go get started on that. But yeah, oh man, things are nuts. Things are nuts. I don't know how I started off being like, man, I'm happy I'm losing some weight in my cheeks, but I don't want to look like a botched buccal fat surgery to Weiss cards are way too expensive, I'm poor. Like, I don't know how we got here. Oh, that's the beauty of ALLYCHAT, is like just word vomit, but like mildly entertaining. All right, well, we've already had our first weird off-tangent rant of 2023. Later this afternoon, I'll have this up first, and then I'll have the intro video scheduled for sometime later. I don't know, I'm not going to say when, because, like, you know, I might not even get to it till today. I might forget. I doubt. But I might stress myself out into not liking anything I recorded on Saturday and then just have to come in and do it actually the day of. So, yeah, I think that'll wrap off our first ALLYCHAT of 2023. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button. Comments are me. Drop those down below. Do you guys know, like, does anyone here look at fashion magazines? Does anyone have, like, some, like, cool, like, oh, this cool piece by whoever in, like, next year's spring issue was really cool, Allie, you should do something like that? I don't know. I don't think any of us know, but someone might, so I may as well ask. Let me know in the comments down below. And, of course, if you're not yet part of the Allie's Treasure Trove family, I'd love for you to join us here. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 9,000. We've been growing, actually. We've been actually growing this year. Percentage-wise, growth percentage-wise, we didn't get as many subs as the main channel. However, in reference to how many subs we started with this year and the percentage growth, we did better on this channel than the main channel. Yeah, so thank you. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Curious to see what 2023 will bring. Yeah, it's been another year. That's crazy. But before I get on out of here, last but not least, do have to go ahead and give an extra special shout out to all of my patrons over on Patreon. Thank you so much to all for going above and beyond with your supports. I really, truly do appreciate it. We do have 10 Gemstone Miners, Andon, Bounty Hunter Breaks, Jack Perez, Keith Muna, Mako, Rees, Sebastian Morency, Shannon Hoon 74, Stephen Olivo, and Stephen Bly. We also do have 2 Crystal Collectors, Anthony Ruiz and Joe Vaughn. But thank you so much again, though, to all of my patrons, no matter which tier you are on. I really do appreciate your above and beyond support. Well, that wraps things on off for me here in this one. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Take care, stay safe, and hope y'all join me in the next video as we unearth some more treasures here on Allie's Treasure Trove. See, I caught myself before I botched the outro for the second time this week. What will our first treasure of 2023 be? I don't know yet, but we'll see. But take care, everybody. Stay safe. And join me next time as we unearth some more treasures here on Allie's Treasure Trove. Bye.